Welcome back to Spoiler Free Wrestling, everyone. And last night in Las Vegas, All Elite Wrestling announced several new members for their roster. We've also got a few confirmed matches for Double or Nothing, which is scheduled for May 25th in the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. And we also have a new partnering promotion to go along with All Elite Wrestling. All right, so the format for these rallies is that Cody introduces the talent for the men's singles division, the Young Bucks do the same for the tag teams, and then Brandy for the women's division. Okay, so with yesterday's additions, let's take a look at not just the updated roster, but let's take a look at the updated divisions, because, again, this is really a roster which right now they've established at least 3 divisions. And we'll get into why it's possible that they will have a cruiserweight or some type of, like a cruiserweight, lightweight, some type of lower weight division as well. All right, so the big signing announced yesterday, not much of a surprise, but all the same, Kenny Omega is officially a part of the All Elite Wrestling roster. He had a, let's call it a brouhaha. Scrum? I don't know. He got into it with Chris Jericho, and of course, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho did wrestle in the Tokyo Dome there a couple of years back. Yeah, so not this Tokyo Dome, but the previous one. And so it looks like we could get Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho too, maybe at Double or Nothing. That's not confirmed, however. But it does look very likely that Kenny Omega versus Chris Jericho 2 will take place in Las Vegas at the end of May, and that match could go a very long way in determining who are going to be the first in the runnings for the All Elite Wrestling Men's Singles Division champion. Now we know Pac and Hangman Page, who you'll also see here listed, have also mentioned that they want to be in the running for that title. Hangman Page made that announcement in Jacksonville on January the 8th, and that brought out Pac, who was in full gear, but again, he has the body for it, and Hangman Page does not. They had a confrontation in Jacksonville. That match was made official for Double or Nothing. That's the first official match for Double or Nothing, Hangman Page versus Pac. So if we get Omega versus Jericho at Double or Nothing and Page versus Pac at Double or Nothing, if this is the sports-centric promotion of professional wrestling, it would stand to reason that the winners of those 2 matches would be a high-ranking contender for the AEW Men's Singles Division Championship, which we assume will be introduced at some point. Perhaps they are waiting till after they get a TV show, or we don't know how champions are going to be determined yet in All Elite Wrestling. It perhaps we'll find that out more at Double or Nothing. So of course we've got Cody will be in the men's singles division as well. Bad boy Joey Janela. Now he's injured. He was injured late September last year, and he was estimated to be out 9 months to a year. So he would have to be coming back ahead of schedule to be back in time for Double or Nothing. Now he has a long-standing rivalry with the wrestler you'll see just under Joey Janela, and that's Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF. So MJF and Joey Janela, that's another possible rivalry brewing in the men's singles division. Also announced recently CIMA, who wrestled for 21 years for the Dragon Gate promotion and then started wrestling for OWE in China at the beginning of 2018. Now he's going to pick 2 partners to go up against the members of SCU at Double or Nothing in Las Vegas. No word on where Las Vegas ranks in terms of towns that the members of SCU have been to, however. Jimmy Havoc, hardcore wrestler from the UK, was announced as signing with the promotion recently. He was not in Las Vegas, however. Jungle Boy, who's been tearing it up on the independent scenes and creating quite a buzz for himself. He was announced as in the men's singles division. Sunny Kiss is, you might remember Sonny Kiss as Exolicious on Lucha Underground. So wrestles as a exotico, kind of in the Lucha Libre culture of Lucha Underground. So it's not totally clear what division that might be. But Sammy Guevara was also introduced as a member of the roster. So he is the AAA Cruiserweight Champion, and he brought that title with him at the rally. That could lead to some speculation that championship could play a role at Double or Nothing. They would announce later a partnership with AAA Lucha Libre. If you're not familiar with AAA Lucha Libre, it was founded in 1992 by Antonio Pena, when Antonio Pena split away from CMLL, and Conan and a bunch of young luchadors came with him, and they started sort of this renegade promotion to compete with CMLL. And now, obviously, since 1992, it's become a very big thing. Conan's still very involved in the organization. All right, so that's what the men's singles division is looking like. And let's go into what the chief brandy officer has brought to the table for the AEW women's roster. Of course, talking about Brandy Rhodes. I've had her theme song stuck in my head all morning, and that's not a bad thing. Aja Kong was also announced. So Aja Kong, a big lady. So a lot of the wrestlers that Brandy wants to bring in. Well, she wants to bring in a lot of wrestlers from Stardom in Japan, where she did a tour there last year, and so Aja Kong wrestles a lot for Sendai Girls in Japan, the Oz Academy in Japan, and she's wrestled a little bit with 01 in Japan as well. So she now a part of the AEW women's roster. Kylie Ray, just a bubbly, happy person. Kylie Ray was officially announced. It was pretty heavily speculated that she was going to sign with the promotion. She's wrestled for AAW in Chicago quite a bit. She's wrestled in Stardom as well, and so she's now a part of the AEW roster. Yuka Sakazaki wrestles with Tokyo Joshi Pro, and they have an affiliation with DDT in Japan, and DDT is that comedy promotion in Japan, which is hilarious. I don't know if Jim Cornette has ever seen it, but I would like to see his reaction to it. Nyla Rose came out and confronted Kylie Ray, and we have that match made official for Double or Nothing as well. Nyla Rose is the Warriors of Wrestling Women's Champion, and she's also wrestled with Sendai Girls in Japan quite a bit as well. So she was announced at the rally yesterday to go along with the two previously announced members of the AEW women's roster, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. I am due for a cleaning. Oh, God. Penelope Ford as well. And you will remember Penelope Ford as she was with Joey Janela at the original, or at All In on September 1st in 2018. That brings us to the All Elite Wrestling Tag Team Division. And so we've got the teams listed here in addition to teams from Oriental Wrestling Entertainment. But Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix were both at the rally in Las Vegas. Now, they were verbally offered a spot on the Double or Nothing show by Matt and Nick Jackson at an independent event in Atlanta recently. There's a lot up in the air regarding the brothers' contracts with Lucha Underground. There's a lot in the air regarding Lucha Underground's contracts with anybody. So, but they will be at Double or Nothing. The real thing is going to be what happens for All Elite Wrestling TV. Because there's a lot going on with Lucha Underground contracts right now. If you go to Spoiler Free Wrestling, multiple wrestlers have filed a legal action against the El Rey Network, 3 wrestlers are attempting to get out of their contracts. That's Joey Ryan, Ivelisse, and Cobra Moon. And another wrestler, El Hijo del Fantasma, who wrestles as King Cuerno in Lucha Underground, is seeking compensation for money he has not been able to earn applying his trade while sitting on the sidelines and not filming episodes of Lucha Underground, I guess. So, but Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, they're going to take on the Young Bucks at Double or Nothing. And Beretta and Chucky T were also officially confirmed for the AEW Tag Team division at the rally yesterday. They came out wearing very similar outfits, ensembles, as what Scott Hall did during the original NWO invasion when he came out and said, "You want a war? You got a war." That's what the Best Friends came out wearing, that Scott Hall cosplay. So that was pretty cool. Beretta and Chucky T officially confirmed for All Elite Wrestling. And of course, SCU debuting their new SCU Later t-shirts. Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian, and Christopher Daniels. They will take on SEMA from OWE and 2 partners of his choosing at Double or Nothing. So just looking at the lineup for Double or Nothing, again, May 25th, 2019 in the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. They are hoping to get just under 12,000 in attendance. The building is being scaled for just under that, which would fall just short of the wrestling attendance record that WCW held when they had I think it was Halloween Havoc 97. It was either 97 or 96 when Hogan wrestled Piper. That's the attendance record. But the building's going to be scaled for under what they did. So unless they open up new tickets, and Cody said, like, if they remove a camera or something, they might be able to open up some more tickets there. But anyway, here the match is announced. Pac versus Hangman Page, which could have AEW Men's Singles Division Championship implications. Kylie Ray versus Nyla Rose is the first officially confirmed match for the women's division, and the first officially confirmed match for the AEW Tag Team division is the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Jr. and Phoenix, going up against Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. That's what's going on from All Elite Wrestling. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any news or reports from Spoiler Free Wrestling. Thanks again, everyone.